Atlanta, Georgia.
Sterling Hawk-Richter to kick
It's
off
week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Love now on second down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
complete to number 19.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Down by Deion Jones.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Second down, Love. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Madison, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Falcons take over.
So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If if you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back to throw. Franklin. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Franklin. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Madison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Gain of 5. And a Buccaneer first down.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
18-yard line.
They'll run with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
On EA Sports.
Score.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing. Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him work
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
In their college days, when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield.
Really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting pressure. Gets to Love, and he'll go down.
A loss of 6 yards.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it.
Punt, well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin got his man complete over the middle. That's Williamson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Jenkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as
took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. So plenty of action on the... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jenkins. And the Buccaneer defense for the second, the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And their inaugural sack of the game. Shifts by him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
Powerful running. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Marlon Davidson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw on 2nd down.
Love to Evans on the slant.
Complete.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Love.
Again for Evans. This time he's got him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that. Good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Again, brings up 2nd and 9.
Love from the gun. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin, the throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage, throw another play out while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now from Madison.
There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Gonna run with Madison again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Falcons gonna use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over.
Sterling Richter to kick off for the
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Now a give to Madison. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it.
To throw on second down. Franklin buying time to his left. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he's 10 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs.
First down. It's Jenkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Charles, you get into these. Overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 7-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 24-1. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Atlanta, hey, they